Our final project focuses on technology. During our presentation, we will talk about several different issues with the use of technology in the classroom, the history of technology, pros and cons, and a few other topics. To begin, let's first discuss the pertinent history of technology. Guglielmo Marconi invented the radio in 1875, which was a gateway to developing other devices. At the beginning of the 19th century, Theodore Roosevelt began broadcasting important speeches, which ultimately made the radio more popular. According to Paul Seidler, the first use of motion picture was in 1910 in a New York public school. In 1917, a visual education department was formed in Chicago schools. On February 15, 1946, the computer was invented by Charles Babbage. A broader array of visual tools began to expand in the mid-19th century. Devices such as improved film, tape recorders, television, and computers became more widely used in the classroom. At the turn of the 20th century, more products began improving. A company called Apple, founded by Steve Jobs, started mass-producing desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and phones. Currently, there are a number of companies which produce products and devices used in classrooms. Some devices include smartboards, Apple TV, Apple Watches, tablets, Kindles, Google Classroom, and online networks.
Walk into a 21st century classroom and you will see students writing journals online, doing research projects on the internet, meeting in groups to plan projects, making their own websites, and using digital media presentations. In most schools, every student has the access to a desktop or a laptop computer. Retrieved from the U.S. Department of Education, 85% of U.S. schools have multimedia computers. To better benefit students, there should be a 1-to-1 ratio of computers to students. If there is a 1-to-1 ratio, students have a better learning opportunity because of the use of technology.
We were all very fortunate enough to observe a dentist lab school in Decatur, Illinois. Although Decatur is a low-income town, we first-handedly experienced the positive effects of having iPads at a 1-to-1 ratio. As the use of technology is increasing in the classroom, students' motivation and self-esteem are increasing as well. Technology allows introverted students to share just as much as extroverted students. The use of technology also allows students who show less initiative to go beyond their comfort zone and take action on academic tasks. A student's self-esteem can also increase when they master a certain technological concept. Once they master a certain concept, they have the ability to teach other students. With the help that they give other students, they feel a sense of self-worth and satisfaction. Technology is allowing students to challenge themselves in new ways, whether it be through making a website or even through making a movie. As students are challenging themselves with mastering advanced technology, many teachers are noticing that students are choosing to work on their projects during their lunch and recess periods, which gives them a one-up on completing a task early. Technology has also increased many students' motivation. Many teachers have mentioned that students who struggle, especially with writing, have become more motivated because they are able to type their responses rather than use pencil and paper. This allows students to finish academic tasks at a more rapid pace and for their assignments to be more punctual and grammatically correct. As times are changing, so does literacy. In the past, students have had to learn cursive, but nowadays it is all about typing. According to the article Goodbye Cursive, Hello Keyboarding, 46 states have replaced decades-old handwriting requirements with a keyboarding mandate by adopting the Common Core state standards, which shows keyboarding classes are replacing cursive classes. This is great for all students, especially for those who are dyslexic. Since dyslexics have trouble writing, the fact that they can now just type makes schoolwork and everyday life easier. Although learning to type will be great for the future, learning cursive, in my opinion, is still a necessity. When students get older, they need to be able to sign their name on official documents, checks, important letters, etc. Going along with this, students will also not be able to read certain historical documents, such as the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and Declaration of Independence.
A strength of classroom technology helps your class have instant access to information that can supplement your students' learning experience. Students that have access to internet at home can make connections throughout classwork and be able to pull up what they found at home. This is representing your students' funds of knowledge and sharing what they already know and being able to make relatable connections to your classroom content. Another benefit of technology in the classroom is that it provides your students with up-to-date information because sometimes the textbooks that are being used are not up-to-date as the internet is. So this is expanding and leading to a correlation between school success and improved learning for all students. Using technology in the classroom helps enhance diverse communities across the country in large urban, small urban, suburban, and rural settings can work together to effectively incorporate technology in their schools. There are many things that need to be put together to create a new classroom learning environment for a culture of students at work. Define the school's learner outcomes that students believe they need to know and be able to do to embed technology in their learning. Providing students and teachers with technology tools builds a new student modern culture of trust, respect, and responsibility, stated from the Buck Institute of Education Learning Handbook. Another strength of having technology in the classroom provide teaching professionals with the chance to learn more about how to effectively design and educate a class guided with technology. Whether it's a big adjustment or something small, you are learning more steps to creating a modern classroom. Also, technology in the classroom will help build your knowledge with your students and collaborate with fellow colleagues within your building. Another strength of the technology in the classroom is communication with parents. Sometimes it is hard for parents to get into the school to talk with teachers about their students due to work or other issues. With technology in the classroom, you can connect with parents on a day-to-day basis and update them on how your child is doing in the classroom. There are also apps and websites used within the classroom to make it accessible for parents to watch their child's progress throughout their learning. This helps build student and parent relationship and parent-teacher relationship.
With the increasing use of technology in the classroom, teachers are now able to connect with parents throughout the class day. One way that teachers can connect to parents is through Class Dojo. Class Dojo is an online website and app that can be downloaded on your phone where teachers have the chance to keep parents updated with what the class is doing. The teacher can share photos or videos with all the parents at once, or they can privately message a parent regarding their individual child. Throughout the day, the teacher also has the chance to reward students with points for participating, staying on task, etc. The teacher can also take away points if the student is disrupting the class, not doing their work, etc. Class Dojo allows the students to have fun while learning and helps to create a positive, happy, and cooperative classroom.
Some negative aspects of bringing technology into schools is the cost of these devices. Since these devices are not cost-friendly, some schools have limited access and availability, which can hinder the students' learning. Minimal resources and funding can be a big issue because the students will not be able to get the proper tools to assist their learning. On the other hand, students who have access to technology in the classroom are also susceptible to being distracted. There are various distractions that are featured within the tablet, such as games and photos. Another negative aspect of technology use in the classroom is the teachers could have difficulties with equipment not working well or glitching. According to the Illinois State Board of Education from the research department, teachers were more likely to report problems with the complexity of equipment or software. There could also be software problems or manufacturing issues. The technology is fragile. Unlike books, if you drop them, they won't necessarily break. So the students would need rules and regulations with the care of technology devices in the classroom.
As time passes, technology improves. According to The Future of Technology written by Tom Standage, we can expect gadgets such as 3D printing, e-papers, eye tracking, multi-touch LCD boards, and virtual field trips. We're excited to see what the future of technology brings us.